Hello everyone, and welcome to my coloring corner. I have a surprise for everybody, but it is still printing. So I was hoping to have it printed out before we started, but it's going to take a little bit. So we will do a quick little thing here. I got a present yesterday. I got this wonderful glass mat, and it has this area here for my paint. It's fantastic. All right, so it has finished printing. Okay, so sorry that I'm late. All right, so let's see who's all here. Wow, you guys have been busy. Hello, Calamity. Hello, Crashes. Hello, Divissa. Hello, Christina. Hello, Tara Lynn. Hello, Della. Um, hello, Celine. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Kathleen. I did not print a blank page. Okay, so Molly Harrison has a new book out. It is only available, it just came out today. It is only available at this moment in her Etsy shop, which is the comment that is pinned at the top of the chat. So I am going to do a flip through for it here for you guys. So here is the first page. I'm going to move this back a little bit so you guys can see a little better. And it has duplicates of some that are lighter than others, like this one here. This one is darker, this one is lighter. So there's duplications of some of them, not all of them. There's 9 duplications. That's the next page. And there's this one. And this one has a dark and a light. And if you use the code thank you when you purchase these, you will receive 10% off. And it comes to $8.99 for the book. Hi, Sarah. Now is, hold on a sec. No. Thought maybe I'd already gone through this one, but I didn't. And yes, I did print off the whole book. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome. So this one has a light as well as a dark. Hello. Oh, did I miss somebody? Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't. And this one has a dark, a light, and a medium. So this one here is very light. This one here is very dark. And then this one here is in between the two. This one has a dark and a light. This one has a light. And then There's this one. I like this one. It's going to be pretty in autumn. I really like this one. All right, not a problem. And this one is one of my favorites. It's just gorgeous. And then we have a Christmas one. And I like this one too. I like them all. Who am I kidding? Hello, Alex. Welcome. And I'm glad you made it home. This is one of my absolute favorites. So this is dark, and a light. This one's one of my favorites. And then this is the last one. There we have a dark and a light. So those are all the new pages in her new book. Like I said, currently only available on Etsy. In PDF form. However, it is coming out on Amazon in printed form shortly. Hi, Stacy. Awesome, Stacy. Well, this one that I just did a flip through of is her new book. It was released today on Etsy. It will be coming out in print form on Amazon at some point. I will let you know when that is available on Amazon. So that is her new book. I wanted to give you guys a flip through of it. I was excited to see it come out. So, and this is the page that we're working on. Yes, they are absolutely gorgeous images. I am quite excited for the book. Now, if she could print it on, if she could provide it from Amazon on this paper, I'd be extremely thrilled. I'd actually buy the book. Um, so if you remember yesterday's video, I did the background for this. I made sure that the white areas stayed white. And today, we will be coloring it. So, yes, that would be a treat. So we're going to color this with the polychromos. I have gone through and swatched the polychromos on my own swatch chart so that I can keep track of them. And I'm going to switch over to the close-up camera here. Today is my husband's birthday, so I have been a little hectic today. Today is my husband's birthday, so it's Bob's birthday today, and also one of my subscribers' birthday today as well. So, Raven, if you are watching, happy birthday, dear. I appreciate you, and I would sing, but you would be horrified, so I won't do that to you. So, Raven and Bob both have the same birthday. It was really cool when I found that out. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the background areas here. We're going to use a really dark color to do these ones that are in the far background, just so that they just look like a shadow in the background. I have sprayed this with fixative So rubbing my hands on it isn't going to cause any issues because I did use a pan pastel for the background. The color I'm using is chrome oxide green. Awesome, Elizabeth. Welcome to the fairies. Can we get an exclamation point love in the chat or an exclamation point awesome in the chat for Elizabeth? Thank you so much for joining the fairies. Hi, Wicca. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you all. And I love seeing the little dancing rainbow sheep, so yeah, it's my favorite part. Well, you guys are my favorite part, but the little dancing sheep makes it good too. Hi, Catherine. So once again, if you do want to order her book while it's fresh and new and all that fun stuff, the link to that book and her in her Etsy is pinned at the top of the chat. And if you use the promo code thank you, you can get 10% off. Oh, Elizabeth, thank you so much. Can we get an exclamation point love in the chat for Elizabeth, please? You are awesome. I have used polys on top of fixative before, and it is always perfectly fine. I've never had a problem using the polys on the fixative. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are so wonderful. Hello, Pamela. You're doing backflips and all, huh? You missed the flip through, dear. You'll have to watch it back. Hairspray works. Hairspray works. Not as well as fixative, but it works. Awesome. So for the ones that are in the background here, we're using the chrome oxide green. And the reason why I'm using that, and I'm only using that, is because I want it to be a shadow. I don't want it to be up in the foreground. These ones that are closer to the front, like this one here, that sort of thing, we will be using a lighter green on, like this one here, and this one, and this one, that sort of thing. But the ones that are shadowed, we're going to use this dark color. Just remember, if you are using the polychromos, even if you're using them on top of the fixative, there is a requirement of layers to get color saturation without any white spot. Now, because I'm completing these as a shadow, I'm not too worried about the white spot right now. Oh no! I am so sorry. I tore my rotary cuffs a little while ago and oh, it was horrible. I had to get shots in both my rotary cuffs, and I know that pain all too well, and it sucks. I'm sorry that you're hurting. I bet you want to color. Yeah, I tore both my rotary cuffs when I first moved to the United States. It was awful. Oh dear. All right, Celine, good luck in your doctor's appointment. Let me know how things turn out. I will see you in Discord later. Yeah, I'm even wearing a dress today because it's my husband's birthday. I am wearing a dress because he bought it for me last year. I wanted to make his birthday special. I've got ribs on the smoker, and I made him a chocolate cake. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I just I all they talked to me about doing the surgery on it. But they said that they were going to try the injections first, and if the injections worked, then I didn't need to have the surgery, and they worked. So, thankfully I didn't need to have the surgery. Yes, I did. I made him a chocolate cake from scratch, including chocolate icing from scratch. I don't normally make scratch cakes. They normally turn into cookies, but it actually looks like a cake. I was quite happy with it until I tried to get it out of the pan. I am not very good at making scratch cakes. I can make cookies, I can make bars, I can make snack cake, but when it comes to a cake that, like a birthday cake or something like that, it always fails. There's always something wrong with it. Yes, it always ends up as a cake cookie. Yeah, it was a cortisone shot. Yep, got ribs smoking on the grill, and I like making him special food and special things on his birthday because I never know what to get him. What do you get a man that buys everything for himself? He told me not to get him anything this year because he's going to Prague, and that's enough of a birthday present. Like, yeah, okay, that wasn't meant to be for your birthday. Oh no. Then I won't show you the cake. All right, so we've got the background ones done here. There's a little one here as well. And then we've got some background ones up here. Yes, Wicca, I made a cake, and it didn't turn out horrible. It's just a very basic Hershey's chocolate cake. Oh, nice. That's awesome. I like raspberries. I have a raspberry bush taking over my garden right now, too. All right, so I want a little bit of a lighter green. So I'm going to go with permanent green here. So we're going to start adding some lighter green tones. It's hubby's birthday cake, so you'll have to fight him for it. And things are going to be changing a little bit around here. My youngest son got a job, so I will be having to run him to and from work. So we may have a change of times depending upon what times he has to be at work. Awesome. And if you find that when you go over it with things, like if I go over it with the pencil here, it's not going to pick up any of the pencil. But there's some areas that I didn't completely um, get covered, so it picks it up a little bit. But if you find an area that just picks it up, just make sure that you have a good eraser handy so that you can lift that off. Yeah. Yeah, I used to do that too when I was little. Go through, and we had wild blueberries behind our house. And of course blackberries and all that fun stuff. And I would sit in the blueberry patch for hours and just eat the blueberries. And then I'd come home and I wasn't hungry because I sat there eating blueberries all afternoon. Oh, that's awesome, Elizabeth. Yeah, I make sweets all the time. Make sweets for everybody but me. Alright, now I'm going to go in with this one here. Let's just chuck it across the room. No, I want this one. So I'm going to go in with a bit of leaf green. And then we're going to go in with a bit of the grass green as well. Hey, bee. Ooh, cobbler. Yum, yum, yum. Welcome, welcome. So good to see you. Now, I just got this glass pad yesterday. It was a gift from my husband. It's funny, my husband likes to buy me gifts on his birthday. But there's only one issue I'm finding with it. It makes it nice and hard for coloring on, which is great. It gives me a good solid surface. But when you're coloring on it, the page tends to move a lot more. Because he is an awesome hubby, that's right. Yes, Bob is definitely my savior in the world of everything. Because I would not be half as pleasant of a person as I am without his making me joyous. Ooh, yum, Christina. But it does make things slick. I'm used to the page being, stuck in place, and it does make it slick. So I'm not going to bore you with just coloring all of these. I'm just going to show you the colors that I'm going to use for them, and then we'll move on to the fairy. Because, yeah, it's just going to be greens. Now, the darker greens are for the ones that are in the background, like these. And then we're going to use the lighter greens, a light, medium, and or a medium, a lighter, and a really light for these ones that are closer to the front. Then we're going in with the leaf green here. And a little bit of that lighter green as well. So the colors I'm using are permanent green, which is the darkest green that I'm going to use on these forefront ones. A little bit of leaf green, which is our medium tone. And a little bit of grass green for our light tone. So how is everybody today? I hope you are all relaxing and having a good Wednesday. I know the week is half over, so hopefully you have some wonderful relaxing plans for the weekend. Yes, I am using the polys. So I'm going to finish the areas around her so that I can do the other stuff around her as well. The glow. Nice. When is your DM supposed to be there? Every time you say DM, I just immediately go to Dungeon Master. I know it's District Manager, but it just keeps on going into Dungeon Master. I don't know why. Nice. I apologize if the light keeps on going dim and dark. Uh, the clouds keep on knocking my light out. It was such a nice day yesterday. Not so much today. Well, maybe they just feel that you just don't need to see them. Maybe they just think, nah, she's got this. We don't need to go check up on her. We already checked up on her recently. But I haven't used the polys very much recently, so I figured I would throw them into the mix here a little. Because I like my polys. I just haven't had an opportunity to use them lately. That would be a first. Well, you never know. So, of course, we are working with Molly Harrison's picture here, and it is for hashtag Molly May 2022 because she is our featured artist on the channel for this month. We did do several Molly mermaids as well for Mermay, and I just love her artwork. It's just so whimsical and so fun. I have been a huge fan of Molly's pretty much since I started coloring. Definitely since I started coloring grayscale more. Yeah, yeah. I was using a little bit of water mediums for quite some time there as well. And then I went into the markers and then I used all the other pencils and then you slowly get back to the start. You know, the Faber-Castells were one of my first sets of artist grade, high-end artist grade pencils. I got these right after I got the Mitsubishi, and I do prefer them to the Mitsubishi. I like my Mitsubishis, but I do prefer the Polys. Yeah, absolutely. Take a look at the things you color and pick out the colors that you use the most. I am a spoiled little brat and have extreme full set syndrome. And have to have all of them. And my husband gladly obliges me and keeps my full set syndrome from raging. Okay, so if you enjoy doing hair, the polys are a good pencil for hair because they do hold a point quite well and for a long period of time. So think of the colors that you would use for different hairstyles and hair colors, and buy those. Blame away. It's okay. I don't mind being blamed for that. I do not mind being blamed at all for any love of art. Um, yes, on the Kohinoor website, they are. Had to think where I saw them. My husband had me looking at the Kohinoor website because he's going to Prague, and the Kohinoor factory is in Prague. So he had me look on their website. So they do have open stock on the Kohinoor website. Nice, Wicca. Oh, that'd be nice, Christina. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go with. Hello, Vicky. Welcome. So I'm just going to finish this vine here, and then we'll start working on her a little bit. So I'm just going to put in a little bit of green behind her wings there. But I want to get the vines finished up, so. I could probably possibly do that. I don't know if he will be going to it because at Christmas time, the only reason why we knew it was in Prague is because at Christmas time he bought me the Kohinoor 144 set for Christmas, and it came from Prague. It came from the warehouse in Prague. It was kind of cool because we thought it was something for him for his printing stuff because his one of his manufacturers for his printing stuff is out in Prague, and that's why he's going out there. But it was my pencils. I did not know this until after Christmas when he gave them to me, but hello, Jen. Welcome, welcome. So glad to see you. Again, I'm going behind it a little bit here with the green. Just enough to put that shadow in. So it looks like it's behind the wing. And then we're going to come through here with our darker color. And we're going to actually grab our chrome oxide green here. Just to make it stand out against that green there. On the page it looks a little bit too close to the other green that I used for the background. So just going to use the chrome oxide and then I'll go over it with the light green. Yes, definitely choose a color and get, at least your light, medium, and dark of those colors so that you have a good balance for blending. So that you have a balance for your highlight, your low light, your shadow, and your main tone. Nice. Alright, so now we're going to do the flowers on here. So I'm just going to put those greens aside because I want to use them again through the rest of the page. We're going to start with a nice pink. So I would like, let's see, I want magenta. A magenta. And we're going to start with the magenta. And then we're going to go with the fuchsia. Again, with your polys, just remember that if the first layer looks really light, just keep on adding layers because it is not a pencil that you smush. It is a pencil that you build. And then we're going to take light magenta and we're going to fill in that highlight. And then we're going to start all over again. For peonies, no, I don't think I have. I know I've colored a couple of peonies, but I haven't done an actual tutorial for them. Nice. So start off with the magenta, going into the fuchsia. And what this is doing is it's just building that color to a nice, good saturation. If you build enough color on the page, you may not have to go through with a blender pencil to blend your colors together or to eliminate the white spot. Alright, going to move down to this one down here. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start with the magenta in the darkest of our areas. Oh, nice. I have looked at them that one. Don't have it, but I have looked at it. At the start of the video, I'm not sure if you were here, um, Molly Harrison has come out with a new book as well, and it is available on her Etsy. That's pinned at the top of the chat. And I did a quick flip through of the new book. Nice. So now I'm going in with the fuchsia, stretching that dark area out a little. Like so. Yeah, I love how people color that book or color that artist's books. Um, I don't have any of them, so I can't say if I do very well with it. But I've looked at them and they're really adorable when other people color them. Have you ever had that? Okay, so I'm going to go into preferences here and personal stuff. I find it drives me crazy because it happens to me all the time. I'll watch somebody color something and it is the most adorable thing I have ever seen in my life, and it looks absolutely fantastic. And then I go and look at the book myself and go, yeah, that's just not for me. But I absolutely love what they did with it and I want to do it, but then I just look at it and go, yeah, I don't know how to do that. Does anybody else have that problem? Or is it just me? Hello, Viking. Long time no see. How you feeling, dude? Okay, so it's not me, just me then. Okay. Because it drives me crazy. I just love it when somebody else is coloring it. And then I look at it to buy it, and it's like, yeah, I don't know if I'd color that. And I want to, but I just don't want to all at the same time. Okay, so it's not just me. I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Because, yeah, I was feeling a little crazed because it's like, okay, I just love the way that that was colored, but I don't like the page. I'm not sure I like the book. I like the way it was colored and I like the page when it's colored, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I watch people like Tonye and a whole bunch of different ones that color in those books, and it's gorgeous, and I absolutely love it. Ashley's another one that colors in them, and it's just I go to buy the book, and I'm going, yeah. am doing good. I am doing good. It's Bob's birthday today, so I baked a cake today and I've got the ribs on the grill for his supper and it's a good day. It's a good day. Ooh, yeah, that's not fun. Yeah, I just absolutely adore watching people color them and adore the way they turn out. And then I look at them to color them myself and go, yeah, I don't think that's for me. I don't know if it's my fear of coloring them or if it's, just my own thoughts of inability or I'm not quite sure what it is, but not like I need any more books. I have so many books I need to color in. He's not home from work yet, so he has been wearing the t-shirt you made him. Um, I will remind him to put it on. He doesn't like wearing it because he doesn't want me to wash it because the colors run or the vinyl peels up on it and he doesn't want that to happen. Okay, so I'm keeping these three colors out to finish the other flowers with. So I'll put those with my greens. Now we're going to do her dress and her being here. So I want purples, I think. What do you guys think? Purples or blues? Oh, goodness. Now I choked on my coffee. Okay, so let's look at our purples here. So we need violet, manganese, and I think uh, yeah. Yeah, I just swallowed the wrong way. I took a sip of my coffee and it went down the wrong way. It's horrible. I can't even walk and chew gum at the same time half the time. All right, so we're going to start off with some mauve. Yeah, it just he doesn't want me to wash it because he really likes it and he doesn't want me to ruin it. So we're going to start off with some mauve and I'm not going to worry about the spots because I'll come back through with a gel pen and reestablish those later. So just coming through with some flicks in the deepest areas here. Just like hair. That is true. As long as I don't have to talk, then I'm good. All right. Just putting in a little bit of these darkest areas. Try not to color her leg. There goes the sun again. Down here. Exactly. And most days aren't good days in my life. All right, so now we're going to go in with some violet. And I'm just going to do parts at a time so that I don't get too boring. So I'm just extending on the dark areas with the violet. I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit here so that you can see a little bit better. This will just take a second because I have it zoomed out quite a ways. There, that's a little better. So you can actually see what I'm doing. Isn't that fun? You can doze, absolutely. If you're tired, dear, doze away. Make sure I don't get the leg. Yep. I know that feeling. I gotta start having to people. So now I've got to drive the kiddo to and from work for the first little while here and teach him how to drive. No problem at all, Calamity. You do you. All right, now we're going to go in with some manganese violet. And I'm going to take a middle purple. No, we're going to take crimson. No, I am not originally from the States. I am actually from Canada. Well, thank you guys. As long as I don't relax you all to sleep and while you're driving or anything like that, then it should be okay. All right. Just filling in with a little bit of crimson. And I'm not filling all of the areas. I'm leaving some of the white tooth showing. I'm not completely um, knocking it down here because I'm going to start using a little bit of yellow in there as well. And that's leg there. Jen and her googly eyes. I think they're hilarious. It's just the most awesome thing ever. Nice. Uh, well, Fred needs googlies. Come down the pleat here. Ah, you guys are so cute. Everything's gonna have googly eyes on it. It's awesome. I don't know who you are. Go away. Don't people know I'm streaming at this time of day? What is wrong with them? Sorry, guys, for the interruption. I'm going to mute my phone in case they decide they want to call back. Yes, Jen is going to save the world with googly eyes. That is absolutely true. That's her superpower. Yeah, always spam. So as you can probably see, there's a lot of white spots still remaining, which is perfectly fine. This just gives you a really good That's awesome. I can see that happening. We have a lady that lives on the street here, and she has a little sports type car, and she has eyelashes and that sort of thing on her car, and her headlights are those ones that raise up. So when they're down, it looks like the eyes are closed, and when the lights are on, it looks like they're open. It's kind of cool. He might not. So once again, I'm going back and forth between the manganese, the violet, and the crimson. The darker tone is mauve, and I've used that in the shadow areas and in the pleats of the skirt here. Nice. Ladybug card be awesome. Yes, I am using polys to color. So these are the polychromo, the Faber-Castell polychromos. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome, B. Yeah, no, it is because I am using them. I haven't used them in a while, and they were all over there being neglected, and I felt sorry for them. They were lonely. And I needed to re-swatch them anyway. So. Yeah, gotta give the poly some love. All right, so we're gonna go into the front of the skirt here. Following the shadows from the overlap. Like so. Hello, Dawn. You are not late. You are exactly here exactly when you need to be. Nobody's ever late. We're always here when we need to be. Well, I would hope so. Purples and pinks are awesome, especially on fairies. Unless you're an evil fairy. Then we do it in oranges, yellows, and reds, and black. Soot black. Alright, so we're going to throw in some manganese. And then we're going to put in some crimson. I'll put a little bit more of this darker tone here. I will say I won't miss my kid yelling at his friends on the computer as much. For the leaves, I used um, leaf green, permanent green, and grass green with the chrome oxide green in the shadow greens. So these ones that are in the background, I used the chrome oxide green. So the skirt starts off with mauve, and then we go into violet, then we go into the manganese violet, and then the crimson. Sorry about that, Elizabeth. I missed your comment there, your question. Thank you, Leanne, for subscribing. I appreciate you, and welcome to the corner. I hope you have a good time while you're here. Now, we've finished the skirt part of this. I'm just going to put these aside here um, because I'm going to take, where is it? I am going to take, I think it's this one. No, I'm going to take light flesh. And we're going to put some light flesh into our highlight areas. So those areas that we left open with the white spot, we're going to add a little bit of that light flesh color, which is a bit of a peachy tone. Absolutely no problem at all. And then we're just going to come in through here with it, like so. Like that. So on the skirt, I have used 5 colors. So for the shadow areas, the dark areas, I've used mauve. For the medium tones, coming off of the dark into the lighter areas, I use violet. Coming off of the violet, I use the manganese violet. And then for some of our highlight areas, I use the crimson. And on all of our highlight areas, I use the light flesh. No, I am in live chat. So the greens that I used, so the background green is chrome oxide. The foreground greens are permanent green, leaf green, and grass green. So this is the background green. So that is all of the shadowed colors. The foreground greens, so the ones that are all up here in the front, are these 3 here, which is permanent green for your dark, leaf green for your medium, and grass green for your light. On the flowers, I have used 3 different pinks. So I started off with magenta, fuchsia, and then light magenta. So those are the 3 colors that we used for these flowers. Hopefully that helped. Now I'm going to take my blender pencil, and because these are a polychroma, because they are a oil-based pencil, I'm going to use my Derwent blender. I find that the Derwent blender works better on an oil base than a wax-based blender. Just turning the page here a little bit so I can get into those smaller areas. I'm not pressing hard, I'm just pressing hard enough to move that color around a little bit and fill in those spaces. Now this doesn't burnish it the same way that say the um, Caran d'Ache or a wax base does. This just moves it around a little bit. If you want it to be burnished and nice and shiny and brighten up those colors a little bit, use use this to move it around, and then use the Caran d'Ache to brighten it. No, you are perfectly fine. Alright. So once I get this blended in and moved around a little bit, I'll take the Caran d'Ache blender and seal it all in, and then we'll move on to her top of her dress there. And I need my brush. I need to remember what I did with my Caran d'Ache blender. I had it. I did. Where did I put it? I moved it somewhere. No, I can't find it. No, I didn't. Not like I don't have a billion of them around here, but I don't really want to sharpen another one if I don't have to. Alright, so I don't know where my blender is. Ah, found it. Found it. It was hiding. Okay, so now I want to make this bright. So I'm going to take the Caran d'Ache and I'm going to go right over top of where I've blended and brighten it up. I don't have enough pigment down in some areas, so the Caran d'Ache is picking up a little bit of the pigment, but that's okay because I want her skirt to look very gossamer, not really heavy. So now the reason why I'm using two different blenders is because the Derwent blender does push that oil-based pencil around a lot better, and the wax-based blender just shines it up and seals it in. I'm going to switch over to the main camera here so you can see a little bit better of what we've done. That's awesome, Jen. Yes. Yes, this one is little. I have shorter ones, but I like to use them until they're all used up. I don't like you know, not using them all up. So as you can see, these vines here in the front are much brighter than these ones here in the back. Um, so, huh. Is it cold in your room? That's awesome, B. Decisions, decisions, decisions. If it is really cold in your room, Sarah, you may find that the blenders aren't going to work right because the wax is too hard. So you may need to warm them up a little bit. Another thing that you can do, Sarah, if you have one, is use a reptile mat. And what a reptile mat is, it's a flat heating mat that you can use under your page to keep your pencils fairly warm. So while you're coloring, it will melt that wax just a little bit and keep it, mix it up a little bit easier without having to use a blender pencil. Wouldn't really say it's cold. Okay. Yeah, that's very strange. It's the only thing I can think of because in the winter, because I'm close to a window, I find that I have some issues with my blender pencil because it's a little bit too cold. Absolutely no problem at all, Elizabeth. Take your time. We will be there at any time that you need to chat or if you just want to come hang out with us here, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you and welcome to the fairies. And hopefully you enjoy your day. Yeah, I don't know why, but it just seems that if my blenders, if I hold them in my hand for a little while, they warm up a little bit and I can use them then. But if I've got a cold coming off of the windows or something, for some reason the Caran d'Ache is really bad for it. But for some reason they just don't, they just seem to peel up the color instead of blending it. It also depends upon the paper as well. There is some paper that the Caran d'Ache blender just does not like. All right, so we're going to do her chest area here, and we're going to start with our mauve. And then we're going to go in with our violet. Yeah, I have a mat that goes under the pages, and I have a metal tray that goes over top of it so that I can color on it without getting too hot. But it's just a reptile mat. It's just a warming reptile mat, and it works perfectly. No, there that is a perfectly acceptable thing as well, B. Sometimes I don't use them either. Sometimes I find that the layering of the pencils is more than enough to blend them. And then sometimes I get lazy. So I've put down the violet, I've put down the mauve, and now I'm going through with the manganese violet. And now I'm going in with the crimson. And then we're going to just repeat the process and build that color up. So we're going to start with the mauve. And the violet. And then the manganese violet. Yeah, absolutely it does. It definitely can take a while using just the pencils to blend. I find it quite satisfying when I'm able to take the time and blend with just the pencils, but sometimes I get lazy and impatient. Oh, I'm going to switch it back over to the close-up. Sorry, guys. And then going to take the light flesh and just come through and finish it off. Like so. I bought my blenders off of Amazon. Um, I have not been able to find them on Amazon in a while, so I don't know. Um, I don't know how long it'll be before they come back. Okay, so how long to mend broken pencils? So about for a Prisma, about 20 minutes with just the light on. Do not turn on the oven, just turn on the light. And for a harder wax pencil, like for example the Black Widows and that sort of thing, leave them in for another 5 or 10 minutes and just check on them. And if they feel like they're getting a little too warm or they're feeling tacky, take them out. Yeah, Prismas are terrible for it. Prismas have horrible breakage issues. And that's just one of those things with Prismas for some reason. Carpool tunnel. That's awesome. Uh, all right, so we're going to start on her skin here. So the first color I'm going to use is, if I can find it here, cinnamon. And I'm going to sharpen my cinnamon because she's very small. Yes, super soft equals super fragile. That is correct. So even dropping them on carpet can cause breakage in your prismas. Not very often, but it does happen. All right, so I've got the cinnamon here, and we're going to do her shadow areas with the cinnamon. And I'm just following the shadows that the artist has put in. Let's not forget the ear this time. Always forgetting ears, I don't know why. Her face is very tiny. Oh, okay, so a type of tendinitis. Tendinitis is not fun. All right, and then we're going to take our medium flesh, and we're going to come off of the cinnamon with it. Try to make sure that when you end a line or you're doing a chiseled area, that you soften that line a little bit so that when you take your next color you can blend into it. Like so. And then we're going to take our light flesh. Well, you just be careful, Bee. Don't aggravate it too much. Oh, Cuervo. The Cuervo. Now, is that the because of the agave in it, or is that because of the alcohol? Yeah, water media is a lot easier on the hands, absolutely. going to take a little bit of, where's the other color I need? I need another color here. I think cream will do. A little bit of cream, and then maybe I'll go over it with some more of the light skin, or a bit of pink. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And I'll turn off that light a little bit here, so maybe you're not going to get as much of a glare. So I'm just adding some cream and some ivory to her skin just to tone down that skin tone a little bit and to put that highlight in from the glow that I'm going to put in. Well, B, you are welcome to lurk anytime, dear. And, if you're dealing with that sort of thing, um, having a heat mat under your page might make the pencils just a little bit softer for you, so that when you go over you don't have to press so hard or don't have to use so much of yeah, I would love for things to go away too. Yes, the evil fairy's driving people to drink. He's encouraging booze. It's okay. But I have seen Karen. I do believe it's Karen. What is Karen's last name? Karen Valentine. Use the reptile heat mat, and that's why I have one, for the gel crayons as well as the Prismacolors. And she says it softens them up really, really nicely so that they can, uh, it just basically just flows together. Awesome, B. Well, you are welcome to lurk anytime, dear. Everybody's welcome to lurk. I lurk in so many streams just because I'm usually listening while I do other things around the house because, life. All right. So I'm putting in that cream tone right over top of the skin tone, giving it that bit of a glow. Like that. And let's not forget her ear. Like that. nice. Well, hopefully I gave you some information. I haven't used my gelatos a whole lot, but I really enjoy the King Art gel sticks, as well as those children's crayons, the gel crayons for children. They work really well for me as well. All right, now we're going to do her legs. And I'm just going through with the cinnamon, I think. No, medium flesh, sorry. Into the shadow areas because these are really, really small. Because we are going to have to do her slippers a different color. Thank you, Wicca. You own all of them. Awesome. Yeah, I have a few. I haven't played with them a whole lot. I just picked them up at the Merry Artist craft store. I had a couple of different ones, but not any assortment that you could actually use for anything. But now I do, so I've got to play with those more. I really do enjoy the gel crayons, though. They work fantastic for backgrounds and great for watercolor use as well. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. I hope it goes away. Alright, so we're going to actually use our purples here. We're not going to use the dark purple. We're going to use the violet, the manganese, and the crimson for her slippers. I like the King Art gel sticks. I blame Divisa for that one. That's all her fault. DJ's Colorful Escape got me started on those ones, so it's all her fault. Alright, and then the crimson. And then we're going to go back in with the violet. And the manganese violet. And then the crimson. Bob is home. And the birthday boy is home. Absolutely, Della. Get some rest. Yes, pan pastels are fantastic for backgrounds. They are absolutely wonderful for backgrounds. But you already know that because you came over here and played with them, so. Alright. I'm just going to go through. And I'm going to go through with a little bit of the peachy tone on the giving the ribbons just a slight difference in color. And I need to take this one and finish her skin here. Yes, that's true. Alright. I'm going to do the other side here. The gel sticks work really well dry or wet. Um, I like them for backgrounds and that sort of thing, but I also like to use them a little bit wet to paint with. So it all depends upon what you want to use them for. Ah, Tombows, the pens or the pencils, what kind of Tombows? Sleep well, Della. All right, now we're going to take our yellow. Like that. Yes, there's a 72 set, which has all of the colors, the metallics, and the pastels. So that's the full set, is 72. Have a good night, Dawn. Sleep well. And have a wonderful, wonderful day tomorrow if I don't see you around. I'm going to switch this over so that the people that are leaving can see the full picture here. And that is what we have gotten to so far today. So we've gotten her skin done, we've gotten her dress done. I'm going to take this one here, which is light red violet, and do this part of her dress. Before I forget to. Otherwise it'll just sit there. Yeah, they came out with a 72 set that has all 48 colors, a pastel set, and a metallic set. Thank y'all. Thank you all very much. All right, so because Bob is home, and I know we started a little late, but I need to turn up the ribs and get his birthday dinner started up and finished up and all that fun stuff. Yeah, there's a pastel set as well as a metallic set and then the 48 colors. So I was missing the pastels too. It drove me crazy. So now I have them all. I will continue with the background things. I won't finish her off screen, but I will finish the background weeds and leaves and all that fun stuff. Tomorrow I will finish some of the butterflies and her, as well as some of the glows in the background. And hopefully we can have it all done up by the end of the week. If you want to join us over in Discord, just hit !Discord. It will give you a link to our Discord channel. There's a lot of times in the evenings and sometimes during the day where you'll find people in the chat rooms in the channel. If you don't see anybody in the chat room, just hang out in one for a little while and somebody will probably pop in fairly quickly. Um, and I do all sorts of things there. I color there. I hang out and chat. If you do have sensitive ears, um, you there is some cussing and that sort of thing. The Discord channel that I hang out in does not have any filters. There is, however, a special Discord channel for people that require that little bit of filtration. So it is called Filters Required, and you are absolutely welcome to hang out in there as well. Basically, all we do is we hang out, we color, people ask questions, people in the Discord answer the questions if you need some help, that sort of thing. I am always there. If I'm not there, there's always somebody there that is absolutely willing to help and give you some sort of advice or instruction on how to use something. Or, it's just somewhere to have conversation while you're coloring, which is great. All right. Of course, I do have a Facebook group, and currently we are doing a Molly Mermaid event in the Facebook group. So if you want to join there, that will be judged at the end of the month. I think that's all of the announcements. Molly does have a new book. It is posted at the top of the chat in a pinned message. The new book is a absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous book. So if you didn't see the flip through, watch the first part of the video here and you will see a full flip through of the brand new book. It came out today. So it is not available on Amazon as of yet. It is only available on her Etsy. So if you want to take a look at that, by all means feel free to look at that. If you want 10% off, hit thank you when you check out. like type in thank you into your discount code and you will get 10% off. I am on Instagram, and I do believe my Instagram is posted at on the banner of the main page for the channel. Let's see if I can bring it up. New window. There we go. I can't remember if I have the bot posting my Instagram, so I'll just grab it here. There we go. So there is my Instagram. If you want to join me over on Instagram, you are absolutely welcome to do so. I post most of our colored pictures that we complete here on the channel there, as well as colored pictures that I complete in Discord. Absolutely. Yeah, so if you want to join us over there, feel free to do so. If you have any questions or want any help with anything, just pop on in and somebody will help you out if I'm not there, and if I am there, or if I see you in there and nobody else is with you, I will pop in. Yeah, other than that, guys, thank you all very much for watching. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy watching. If you want to check out some of the YouTube artists that I watch, you can definitely take a look at my list of YouTube artists that I watch and check them out as well. I am going to go celebrate my husband's birthday. So remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until tomorrow, bye bye for now.